Which one are you?
All right, y'all, you know what time it is. We want to thank you for joining us today on The Real. I'm your girl, China Doll, that's going to be bringing you that And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some for you up in here today. Ooh, y'all, check this out. Now, we are going into rap land that is also dabbling in a little drama, that also dabbles in a little theater, that also dabbles in some voice-overing and stuff. When I say this brother gets it in and dibble-dabbles, baby, he dibble-dabbles. Now, he was actually one of the first rappers out of South Carolina to reach #1 on iTunes. Dang! Yes, we're all excited up here, ladies and gentlemen, to have the one and only. Welcome to The Real is Real, Mr. Deadman Rashaun. How you doing, baby boy?
What's going on, man, with the bed in the ear? What's going on, America? What's going on, world? What's good? What's good? Let's go.
Ooh, it's you, my brother. It's what's good up in here. Now, listen, for those of us that are just joining in on The Real is Real today, to find out who we got up in here, let's do that. Let's give them a little background about exactly who it is we have up in here and why we have you up in here. Now, my brother, give them a little bit about who you be, where you grew up at, where you come from, all that type of good stuff like that. And then hit us with, when was that first recognition for you that you had the choppers to be a rapper? Put it out there, folks.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Boy, it started, man, a while ago, man. My family's originally from South Philly. South Philly stand up. You already know what it is.
Germantown, East Side? No.
Norristown, we up in here, you know what I mean? So, but my family, my moms and stuff, they all moved to South Cat, over there, just outside of Columbia, the capital over there in a little town called Batesburg, Leesville. And she wrote a lot of gospel for some different groups from the South and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I got into writing. Really didn't do rapping until I was around about 12, 13, but I was always into singing. My whole family sing, whole family. So we kind of like the whinings out here, and I ended up rapping because one day I heard one of my homeboys, Tony Root, they called him Step Ready on stage, went to his house, and I thought it was the radio. I heard music, I heard rapping, and his grandmother, Corbell, God rest her dead, was like, yeah, he upstairs, go on up there. So I went up there and was walking back there, and I heard the radio on, and I opened the door. He was laying across the bed rapping, and I'm like, and I didn't even say anything. I was just stunned because I didn't know he did that. And I was like, that's you? And he was like, oh, what's up, Wayne? What's that? And I was like, bro, that's you? He was like, yeah. I didn't know you rap. He was like, yeah. I said, teach me. He was like, you don't even like rap. I was like, I do not. Teach me. So that's how it started. And like I said, we were little cats, little dudes, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it started, because like I said, I was always singing and dancing, And once Step taught me how to rap, my man Serrated Edge from Columbia, and the Godfather, he kind of taught me how to do the niches and how to punchline the words and how to make certain points. You dig what I'm saying? How to get it in like that. So I kind of incorporated their two styles and made my own. And but yeah, because like I said, I was always singing and dancing, and that threw me into the acting and stuff like that, and theater. I did theater and drama for 12 years. Up past till the time I got out of school. Yeah, all through school. That's what got us. Actually, that got me to be the first rapper to ever perform at Carnegie Hall. Because of that. And yeah, it was awesome. Little country boy back in the city. Carnegie Hall. You got big time people that's never done that, and we was able to do that. So it was a blessing. And but once I turned 17, that's when I really knew that we had it as far as rapping, because the one thing about me, whatever I do, if I dive into it, it's a rap. You know, I don't go half-ass on anything. So
Okay.
if I tell you, if you hit me up like, yo, Dad, can you do this or do that? If I say I can, it's getting done. I'm not going to tell you that I can do something and don't do it. I've never, ever, ever been that type of person. You know, I'm a Capricorn. You know, Capricorn stand up January 11th. This is what we do. And so at that time.
Oh, that's how your parents raised you. To do.
Okay. You did. So, yeah,
that's what I'm in there, okay?
Mm-hmm. You know, but that's kind of when it started. I was around about 17 when I actually knew I had something, because I was always writing. I was always writing gospel songs with my mom, and so you know, and even in theater, we would write haikus and poems. So I already knew how to put words together. So whenever Step taught me actually how to just put it to a beat, it was nothing, because like I said, I was always in drama, so we always did steps like the plays like Medea, stuff like that. That was second nature to me. So you know, that's like now when the Tyler Perry thing came, you know, about what 10, 15 years ago. I was like, damn, that was me. You know, I remember that, and I always thank God for that, because even I truly believe if I would have kept going with that, I wouldn't have been rapping, because like I said, I didn't even like rap growing up until Step Ready. Until I walked in on him rapping, because my whole get up was acting, theater, drama. I wanted to be on Broadway. That's what I really wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to play basketball. My uncle Alexander English, he pro basketball player. Everybody thought that I was gonna, you know, follow in his footsteps and stuff. You gonna get rich and play basketball like your Uncle Alex. I'm like, man, nah. I'm trying to be an actor. You know, I want to be on Broadway.
Yeah, I'm sure the family wasn't feeling that. You know, they was like, "What? You wasting your talent, boy? You got that height to get use it."
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Miss Chandler, because my mom, and I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't go the basketball route, because here I can shoot ball now. But the thing is, back then, the schools was really pushing me to play because of him. I was 6'6", you know, and I actually had good form. I had an invitation to come to a basketball camp at Clemson, you know, things of that nature. And, you know, he was out there doing his thing. But they kept pushing me there. And I don't like being done like that. I don't like nobody to push me to do something. If I tell you I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. I always think before I speak. I always go through the motions of playing devil's advocate with myself. Even as a young kid, Miss Child, I lie to you not. I've seen so much even as a young kid, and that's what the drama and the theater, it was like a release for me, because I didn't have to, for the 2 hours that I was in class and on stage practicing with the crew, I didn't have to think about what I was going back to or what I was going to go home and see and things of that nature, you know.
Right, like.
Yeah, you know, my mom never was beating on the things of that nature, but we saw everything else. You know, we saw and heard everything else. You know, we heard a next door neighbor beating the crap out of his wife all the time for no reason. The daughter, and, you know, shooting the dog because the dog jumped on him, you know, for jumping on his wife and things of that nature. I mean, we heard and saw a lot of that, but that didn't happen in our house. But we had the drunk uncles. Yeah, you know, we had the drunk uncles trying to mess with the cousins and all this and that, and police coming in and out of the house, you know, because grandma telling them to get out, they don't get out. Okay, you call the police, you know. So we seen all of that and witnessed all of that. But it was just a release, and that's why everything I do now is because of things like that. You know, my dad was never around, so that's why I write how I write about fathers and things of that nature. You know, I mean, like when I did that song with Alice Marie Brinkley, you know, the country singer, you know, and I mean, it was just a song. That song was, I've been meaning to do a song like that for the longest, but the boss lady, Tiffany Gaines, I was actually wanting to drop it as a single on Father's Day. She was like, no. she was like, oh no, don't. She said, because it's a day of happiness for father. And we understand how your father did. And like I said, my father never beat on me nothing, but when I was 6 years old, my father took me to my grandmother's house and put me in the table in the kitchen and asked me did I want anything to eat. I said cereal. Naturally, I'm 6 years old. He took some cereal out and said, I got to go to the store get some milk. I'll be right back. And the next time I saw my daddy, I was 16 going on 17. You know. Yeah, you know, left me at the table. And to this day, I'm still waiting on that milk back, you know, for my cereal.
Right.
So that's why I wrote that song, and that's why I said in there, you know, I wrote everything that he did to me in that song, you know, and that's why a lot of
that seems to be your connection right there. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're listening to the brother break it down, you know, it's obvious that what you were experiencing, you know, let's look at it from not a religious aspect, but from a spiritual aspect. You know what I'm talking about up in here? So while you were getting those 2 hours of expression in your drama classes or whatever, that too, but those real life experiences that you were escaping from for those 2 hours were exactly what drew you to rap. When you heard it, you felt it, you could get into it. It was you, boo boo.
That was it. That was awesome. I love how you broke it down.
That's what I do, boo boo. All right, and what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take a real good break, y'all, and we're gonna let you flavor some of what this brother's putting out into the universe. Ooh, give you some taste buds and chop on this real quick, and then we're gonna come back and finish chopping it up with my man. Okay, y'all, here you go right now. Ooh, this gonna be good. We'll be back. Enjoy.
I'm never relaxed. My two on the beat.
Oh baby, oh baby. You know I'm in love with you. Oh baby, my baby. You know I'm in love with you. You don't play me right up. You don't pass in my brain up. Everything what you did do me, they make me go crazy. You don't play me right up. You don't pass in my brain up. Everything what you did do me, they make me go crazy.
Yo, you're the finest thing up in the club. Make me wanna pop your top like a bottle of bub. I heard you smoke, get me rolling some bud. It's all love when it come to the studs. Yeah, I can't lie, your whole crew, I'm feeling you. What I'm talking about when I say queens in the building. I'm on a hunt, baby, you're my prey. I love to heat you up like every single day. So what you say, baby, come with me. Everything you got, turn my on this side, 10 man. So come take my hand together, we go bed. I got hand on me right below your ecstasy. Me love what me see, and me love what we want. Me love what you like. So girl, you're front. Represent the better good like no you want. But now move the body, girl, jump.
Oh baby, oh baby. You know I'm in love with you. Oh baby, my baby. You know I'm in love with you. You don't play me right up. You don't pass in my brain up. Everything what you did to me, they make me go crazy. You don't play me right up. You don't pass in my brain up. Everything what you did to me, they make me go crazy.
Let me place my hand on your waist. Turn around because I wanna see your pretty face. I wanna see your face as you smile. You're having fun, me too. Haven't done this in a while. Let's grab a drink, round the table and sit. Get to know each other better as we talk a little bit. Now, you coming over there, my homies are too. Order beer, wings, take it straight to the top. So rock, baby, rock, now you got every time. Oh,
Oh baby, oh baby. So you know I'm in love with you. Oh baby, my baby. So you know I'm in love with you. You don't play me why yo. You don't pass in my brain oh. Everything what you did do me, you make me go crazy. You don't play me why yo. You don't pass in my brain oh. Everything what you did do me, you make me go crazy.
American girl, you know you look good. Jamaican girl, you know you look good. Japanese girl, you know you look good. Canadian girl, you know you look good. European girl, you know you look good. African girl, you know you look good. Brazilian girl, you know you look good. Puerto Rican girl, you know you look good. Mexican girl, you know you look good. All around the world, the girl, you look good. Good. Respect, man.
I'm never relaxed. Part 2 on the beat.
What we're trying to do is use this magazine to elevate the black community in every city around the country.
AMPS is the most respected black publication in the region.
You know, AMPS really got the city on lock. That's what's up, man. I mean, it's got something in it for the whole family.
AMPS has become like a pride piece for black people.
I like the AMPS because it shows black people making moves.
Every time I see the AMPS magazine, I feel proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tamika Goodman.
Everybody knows it's the best. Everywhere I go, I see AMPS magazine.
I just be looking to see who I know up in there.
I was meeting with my lawyer and he had an AMPS laying on his desk.
Advertising is about reaching the most people at the lowest price.
Every time I pick up the AMPS magazine, it's always
It's
good.
just something that makes you feel good.
Everybody knows it's the best. Everywhere I go, I see AMPS magazine.
AMPS is the most respected black publication in the region.
AMPS makes us proud. I look for it every time it comes out.
The magazine looks good.
I always get mine from the beauty shop.
What we're trying to do is use this magazine to elevate the black community in every city around the country.
This is the Legion.
You a freak, I already know that. Can I treat you like you my throwback? And I'm a creep on you, watch me own that. And once I get it, I'ma kill it. The mother can't do like me.
I know you like a man a little older. Ain't no shame in my game being bolder. Making love with your head on my shoulders. And when you get home, remember what I told you. Your boyfriend's still young in the mind. All he know is stick and move, but it's quality time. But for you, it's more than physical affection. That's why you can help the swing in my direction. I wanna know what's on your mind, mommy. I can give it to you better cause you're home and lonely. Ain't nobody biz when you're calling me poppy. When I get up in the good and leave your soul with sloppy. So act like nothing wrong when he's around. He's up and with the guys while on you I'm going down. So raise up your cup and order another round. Cause I'm a freaky girl all around town.
You a freak, I already know that. Can I treat you like you my throwback? And I'm a creep on you, watch me own that. And once I get it, I'ma kill it. The mother can't do like me.
You be at work thinking about this good wood. Texting me, you need to get up in that good. He tried to argue, but you be like, don't test me. Cause you know I'm always leave the thing messy. Your homegirl, they be looking funny. Asking, damn girl, where you getting this money? I know your man ain't kicking with his broke self. Who you seeing on the side? Know it's someone else. But you know how to keep it on the low down. Eyes rolling in your ear when I go down. So you ain't ashamed to ask her how you want it, baby. I'm here to do the thing that drive your mind crazy. Kiss you softly on your head like snow. Your bills always paid cause you know a little dough. Your head game bomb and you know it good to go. Cause I'ma freak you all town and you know.
You a freak, I already know that. Can I treat you like you my throwback? And I'm a creep on you, watch me own that. And once I get it, I'ma kill it. The mother can't do like me.
Brown booty paradise, soft and fluffy. Heart emojis let me know you love me. Or at least you love the way that I have you. And love how I talk to you, hug and grab you. These other guys, they seem to only want to pose. You little tight, so you tooted your nose. And here it comes like you won the lotto. Starbucks, caramel macchiato. Victoria's Secrets, panties looking tasty. Look at you, girl, you about to get the snake, see? Diamonds, earrings, bling and shining. You don't even trip, it's constant whining. You be like, whatever, boo. Sending mornings wake up later on, I'm coming through. So when you need something, you know to hit a brother. Cause I'ma give it to you like love and what the mother.
You a freak, I already know that. Can I treat you like you my throwback? And I'm a creep on you, watch me on that. And once I get it, I'ma kill it. The mother can't do it like me. The mother can't do it like me. The mother can't do it like me.
Ooh, we are back on the real, keeping it real for you up in here. I know, I already know. Y'all were loving that one. Deadman Rashaun. The music is what it is, baby boy. It speaks volumes about who you are and the way you put it down. And we thank you for doing that. We thank you. Now, let's, when we left, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about, how he got into rap and when he discovered and what his passion was and how he, came to be where he's at with it, right? And so now on this segment of the interview, I'd like to talk a little bit about a broad aspect of music in general and in a whole, having those connections that you do from your past with drama and theater, what have you. And given what is going on in society in itself today when it comes to the way the entertainment world is able to reach the masses, it's not necessarily now through the concert per se, right? It's through the internet. Them little devices that they walk around with in their hands, i.e. iTunes. You feel me? So, given that you have, all that's come together, I think that, personally, someone like yourself would have an edge up on those who aren't familiar with drama and theater and all that type of stuff because your videos now at this point, you know what I mean, are more critical than ever when it comes to you being able to latch on to an audience and the audience saying, what's what. And let's face it, y'all up against some craziness up out there. You know what I'm talking about? You got people getting screwed by the devil and everything. I don't know, but I'm just saying. You got some stuff going on out there that's pretty crazy.
Oh, yes, they do.
As an artist yourself, how do you plan on incorporating all of your skills to make your videos? And, we just heard the music. We know that stands out on itself. How you preparing to do that, my brother, to stay above the fray of the cray-cray when it comes to presenting yourself? You know what I mean? In order to be sitting there, old girl put on Meek, and after she put on that Meek dress, she was the most famous artist ever. She's still reigning today. That's Gaga. For those of y'all who don't know Lady Gaga, she got that dress. And then she became the household name. You see what I'm saying? That type of deal. Yep. And so, how you going to stay above the fray, baby boy?
The thing is, how I get down with my music is it is literally worldwide. It is not for just one hood or one region like a lot of guys do now. When you hear a Travis Scott, yes, it is for black and white folk, but it is one genre. When you listen to my music, just like the last song, you have everybody and their granddaddy can listen to that song and can get something out of it. Everybody don't listen to trap. I do trap. Love it. I got a song called Where My Buddy's At right now that is demolishing the game. We're going to shoot a video to it, but I know that is going to be a song that's going to literally be a flash in the pan here. They don't even listen to trap music overseas. So that's why when I did a song called Do a TikTok, that's worldwide.
Right.
Going Nowhere, about your father. That's worldwide music. That's Just Life, featuring Brianna Martin. Shouts out to Brianna Martin and the UK legend Dream Life, who has produced music for Big Crit, has produced music for UGK, everybody that you can name as somebody. So that song, That's Just Life. It's about my life, your life, COVID-19, inflation, prostitution. It's about drugs. It's about being happy during COVID. It's about death during COVID, life during COVID. Worldwide. I have people, that song made more noise in Dubai than it did over here. Okay?
Mm.
And it's things like that I love. You see what I'm saying? My music is distributed in 187 countries on over 600 different download sites as an independent, you know.
Mm.
So come on, somebody, you know, and that's why I try to explain to people on where you can be. Okay, when people look at me, they go, "Man, you look like Michael Jordan." Okay, that's fine, but guess what? That's not going to make me stand out in music as just an appearance. So your music itself has to stand out. So when people hear any song that you play for me, you press play, you're going to automatically go, "That's hot. What else you got?" That's where I got you. Because the next song you go to ain't going to sound like the last song. It's going to be intriguing, though. And the song after that is going to sound like the last song. And the song after that is going to sound like the last song. And so on and so forth. And before you know it, you've been listening to 13, 14 different songs. And you're going, how can this dude be that versatile? You have no idea. That's where the theater, that's where the drama, that's where the writing with my mom, with gospel, that's where the being taught by two of your best friends how to rap. Two different styles. Because when Step Ready raps, you hear Slick Rick. When Serrated Ed raps, you hear Laura Finesse or Rakim. And I love Ludacris. That's one of my favorite artists. So you hear the differences in the styles of the songs, and that's where you stand out at. Because the visualizing in my videos that's on YouTube that you can go and watch anytime, America and the world, you'll automatically see the differences all day long. The greatness. You see what I'm saying? So that's where my innovativeness comes from. And my homeboy, Dirk the Juggernaut, from Juggernaut's ENT, he has a mind similar to mine, visionary minds. You know, Kanye West, you know, so when Kanye West says all those outlandish and crazy things, it's only crazy because it's not what you hear from the norm. You see what I'm saying? Anything that's outside the norm, you can deem crazy because it's not normal to you. We're so used to being creatures of habit to where when something different pops up, it's either bad or crazy. No. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Depending on your openness, how you receive it, how it will be. Right?
That's it. How you see it, how you believe it. And that's the whole get up. That's
all the way around.
You could use that in politics. You can use that in music. Think about it. Think about Cardi B. Cardi B is a pretty woman. But she had to do something different because she can't come out and rap like Queen Latifah or MC Lyte or Rhapsody. She's not going to stand out. Okay? So when Nicki Minaj came out, she knew the same thing. Nicki Minaj can rap her ass off. But she can't do that to stand out. So that's why she had help from Lil' Kim to come up with her Barbie style. And it made her stand out. That was the whole get-up.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I told you. That's why I said what I said when I asked you the question, my brother. It only stands to reason that your past dealing with the drama in the theater is what was going to make you.
You got to have something to make you stand out. And that's why a lot of these trap rappers and mumble rappers of the day, they sound all the same. And there's no offense to them. Like I said, I listen to 42 Doug and Boozy, and I listen to all these cats. But I don't listen all the time because I can't. It's literally one continuous song after the other with them. So I'll listen to a song from this guy, and I won't go back to it no more because that's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of trap. I'm from the South. So I should be trapping in the house. I live 9 miles from T.I. on the same highway, right down the street. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane, I can go to his studio right up the road here. Just hit 75, go up 2 exits, make a left, and I'm right down the road. Been there. Right. But that's not mean because that's what they want. I turned down a major record deal because of that. This is what they wanted me to do. They heard Shorty Bad Down the Mud, that the video's out, and Cat was like, yo, there was a DJ from Minneapolis that told another DJ from Chicago who was cool with DJ Unk down here. And I could have signed to Atlantic just off the strength of that song. But they wanted me to do that. They didn't want me to be who I am. They wanted me to do that. They wanted me to be another trap rapper. And you know what I'm saying? They wanted me to be another Pastor Troy. Shout out to Pastor Troy, but I'm just saying, you know, because my voice is projected. I have a projected voice. I can talk soft. When I sing, they tell me I sound like Ralph Tresvant or Keith Sweat. But when I rap,
yeah, you better hold on. I'm gonna mess around you crooning and crooning for me up in here in a second. You better talk about that.
I'll let you go. Hey, grown folks, you know, it's already hot. So, but that's why I tell people, you know, it's I used to have a motto years ago where I used to say, it's not about the money, but it's about the money. And you know, record deals have came my way. The only deal that I didn't sign was the Tommy Boy Records deal. But at the time, I was in a group called 190 Proof, and we were tearing it up. I had a song called Give It To Me, and they heard it. They wanted to sign. Interscope wanted to sign, but they wanted an 8-album deal, and hell no. I was like, no. I didn't even care what it was. I was like, 8 albums? Do y'all know how long it's going to take us to put out 8 albums? You know.
Well, anyway.
I mean, they could sit us on the shelf for 3 or 5 years. We still contracted to 8 albums, but they wasn't looking at it. I grew up around management and things of that nature. I know what that is, okay? Yes, I'm from a small town called Batesburg, Leesville, South Carolina. But I promise you, there's a lot of legality going on in South Carolina. Okay, my second manager, Hollywood Hemingway, his father owned his own law firm. Okay, and they had branches in that law firm that went from semi-truck collisions to music industry, even acting. You know, everything that was in there. So I knew about contracts. You know, long before they even came about to be. Even to this day, cats still don't get it.
Right. How people say, they don't get out there to be shut down. You can be sought after, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just make it clear for them. You can be sought after, ladies and gentlemen, for a purpose of being set out. And you don't even know it. Man, you get the deal.
Don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. They put their Mixcloud, Dat Piff, and all these download SoundCloud and all these sites, and nothing's copyrighted, nothing's monetized, nothing's published, nothing's nothing. It's just you just recording and putting your music out. And my homeboy record 610, I told him the same thing. I said, do you know I can go and download your whole catalog and take it and sign it away to a record label? And there won't be a damn thing you could do about it because I know you have nothing registered. You have nothing copyrighted. You don't even know what ASCAP is. What is CSAC?
But I know I
know. You see what I'm saying? And I try to explain it to these guys, but it's almost like trying to teach them calculus. And I'd be like, it's easy. It's free for you guys. I had to pay when I did this. It's free for y'all now. You don't even have to pay to sign up with these people, with these registries. Now you got to pay for copyright. I just had a dude, I posted it on my IG a couple months ago, I think about 2 months ago, where a dude tried to jack some of my songs. I had did a show at Knockouts Bar and Grill down here in Atlanta. Shouts out, you know. And a couple guys from X Gang was there, and I knew a couple of those guys, and that was one of the reasons when I moved, because I live in Atlanta now. I've been here for 5 years.
Shout out to ATL.
Shouts out A-Town down, shout it, yeah. You know, and I did a song, and I found some cats, and they, you know, basically make a long story short, dude wanted to manage me, and I was like, nah, I'm good, you know, but if you want to do some, you want to help a brother out, see if you can get me in the door, that's fine, but all this managerial stuff, nah, I've been there, done that, got a T-shirt and a magnet, no. Hell no, I don't need all that. In this day and time now, unless you're trying to get a major deal, you don't need a manager, you know. Excuse me. It's just like burning CDs how we used to do, you know. I made a living. I paid my cable bill by selling music. You know, I paid my rent with my music because when I lost my job, I couldn't find a job. I mean, at that time, I simply couldn't find a job. So I battle rapped. I entered any contest that was paying any type of money, and that's what it was, you know. So now those days are gone. Everything now is online. You know, back. I remember when. Shouts out to my man DJ Prince Ice. Like I said, when we did Give It to Me, from the, you know, DJ Prince Ice from the Big DM in Columbia, South Carolina. The man almost lost his job because when we did that song, one of his best friends, DJ Caprice, he was the one that almost had us with Tommy Boy and a couple other record labels, but he himself screwed that over because he looked at some of the numbers and realized that if we went in as a group, we would make more money. Amazing. That's why I said the Tommy Boy deal was the only deal that I didn't sign. I know I hear the De La Souls talk about how, you know, it took them 25 years to get their publishing and stuff. I get it. Everyone's different, okay? I've heard horror stories about Interscope, and then I've known artists that's been on there their whole career and had no issues. So it's just like your job. I don't care what job you have. You got a guy or a woman that loves that job, is going to retire at that job. And I don't care if it's Bojangles. I don't care if it's IKEA. If you got somebody that loves that job and going to retire there, and you got another person right around the corner that can't wait to get out of that job.
Right.
Can't wait to get out of there. It's to each his own. But, oh, God, Caprice was such an innovator. He saw so much stuff, but he let the money get in his way. And I kept telling Caprice, we are the hottest group out here. We gonna make it. We're going to be the next New Edition. Just we gonna be in the hip hop. The money gonna be there, bro. I didn't want to sign a deal where they gave us front end. I didn't want the front end because I knew what that was all about. We wasn't going to get anything in return. They want to give us all this money up front. It was like $8 million or something like that. I lie to you not. It was going to be astronomically stupid because they knew what they had. And this is why they're trying to, oh, God, that thing just hurts my behind right now just thinking about how this could have been. I'm telling you. Oh, God, Miss China, I'm telling you. That's like, but that deal fell through because he went back to Tommy Boy and was trying to get more money and more money and more money. And they wouldn't do it. They just retracted the deal altogether. And the Interscope deal came through where they just wanted me. They didn't want the group. They wanted me to come in as a writer, kind of like a Seven Aurelius, a guy, something like that, that would come in as a writer, and then, you know, kind of like Neo. Neo was writing for Faith and Mary J. Blige and so many others forever and ever, amen. And then, damn near a decade later, he came out with his own stuff. That's how they wanted me to do, which I was fine with. But they wanted me to give them a song. If the song went gold or platinum, they would give me another opportunity to write another song. And if that one went gold or platinum, they would offer me a single deal. and I'm like, okay, so what am I getting off the top? How much money are you talking? And the A&R, I don't know his real name. All I know they called him Ant. I guess it was short for Anthony. I don't know. But if anybody that knows A&R from Interscope and he go by Ant, this is who I'm talking about. So shouts out to Ant. You know what I mean? But I was like, what? So what I'm getting out the deal? He said nothing. He said, no, you're going to give me the song. If it does good, then I'm going to get nothing from you. And if that do good, then I'll think about getting you a single deal. I'm like, so Caprice is on the other line, and I'm like, I'm not getting no money. You're like, nah. Okay, so I'm going to get my writing credits, though. Okay, cool, that's what's up. All right, I dig that. All right, cool. He said, no. Okay, so I'm not getting no money. I'm not getting no credits for it. So how is anybody going to know it's meaning? Because this game is all about credibility. That when they see, such wrote that, and here I am, they'll know that I'm hot because that last two songs went gold or platinum or whatever. They're not going to do that if I just come out. They're going to be like, who is this? Regardless if it's hot or not, who is this? You yourself know 100 people that's hot to death. But who are they, though? You see what I'm saying? Who's co-signing for them? Who's co-signing for you, dude?
Listen up, y'all. Listen up.
So that's what I was trying to explain to this dude. I was like, yo, so I'm getting some points, though, then, right? I got to be getting some points for it. He was like, man, look, man, I told you how this goes. He said, man, so many artists done got in the game this way. I said, who? Name somebody that played themselves like that. Name somebody. I said, Caprice, nah, bro. I said, I may have born at night, but I wasn't born last night. Come on now, bro. And I told Caprice, the next time you do me like that, it's over between us. I mean, it was almost like telling your high school sweetheart that it's over because me and Caprice, we went through some battle. I mean, I've been in the offices of these record labels. I've seen what it looks like. I've seen the platinum and gold on the walls, and I've seen the Bible contracts. I've seen, I've seen the briefcase of money. I've had $150,000 cash sitting in my face, and all they saying is sign this and this is yours. You can take it home with you right now. Take the briefcase with you. Just sign here. I've been there. 150.
Well, ain't good money, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure.
Woo, Jesus. I mean,
well, my brother, you made your decisions, and we thank you for doing what you have done. You're with the right people right now because you are worldwide, nationally known, baby. And we appreciate you taking out your time to come up in here with us and break down what it is going on in your world. Thank you so much. Now, listen, this is what I like to do, with artists. Anybody that we bring up in here on The Real is Real. We like to ask you to leave our followers and listeners with, some kind of motivation, inspirational, upliftingness, encouragement up in here, words of wisdom of sorts. Okay. So what do you have that you can put out into the universe for somebody out there listening in right now, my brother?
This is what I was telling any and everyone listening right now. Believe in yourself. You are your only competition. Quit worrying about what's on the radio. Quit worrying about what's on TikTok. You are your only competition. The sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. I promise you. Because you can't continue to compete with Drake. You can't continue to compete with Cardi B or SZA or Megan. You dig what I'm saying? You're not on that musical level as far as record deals. These people have multi-million-dollar record deals. They are cattle to those record labels. That's the farm, their cattle. You don't have to deal with that. If you want to make money, do it the right way. Go to ASCAP, go to BMI or CSAC or somewhere and register your name. Register your music. Take the time to learn how to do this. You got to understand, if God wakes you up every day, you got time. You got time. Once you do that, you put your songs down. Do not release no music out to the world until you copyright your music. Go to www.copyright.gov. You can register 10 songs for $80. Once you do that, I promise you, it's going to be better for you. You're not going to get the paperwork for another 4 to 6 weeks. But once you get it, go get you a safe from Walmart for $28 with the key that you can put up under your bed and do 10 songs a piece. They don't have to be 10 songs on the album. Now, if you got albums, do them like that. You know what I'm saying? Copyright your music. Once you do that, the more streams and the more downloads you get, you'll start seeing them checks come in from ASCAP or BMI or CSAC or any place that you registered with. It may be $40. It may be $17. It may be $253. It may be $3,000. But you'll start seeing it. Go to soundexchange.com because that's going to take care of your music overseas. Your music right now could probably be playing on a radio station or in a movie right now. But what they can do is run your mail. They can see if your music is registered or not. Every radio station, every DJ, every record label. So when people are buying these bots from these Spotify apps where you can take $25 and get 2,500 followers, they can see if those are real people or not. Had a dude tell me one time, you ain't got but 21 followers on Spotify. Yeah, but I got over 300,000 listeners.
People get
real listeners, because when you're a listener, it's just like likes as opposed to impressions. You may put out some on Instagram or Twitter, and it may get 7 likes. Go to the impressions, though. It may have had 363 impressions. That's what you really making the matter at. Exactly. They're not going to tell you that, though. But the inside game know this, people. They know this. It's your impression. When I post on Twitter, I may get 4 or 5 likes. Everything I've ever posted, whether it was racing, NASCAR, politics, music, has over 700 impressions. Every last one. I can go, when this is over, I can go to Crypt Keeper 2010. I can go on Twitter or Deadman Rashaun on Instagram, and I can screenshot the impressions. Everything I've ever posted has over 500 to 700 impressions. May not have 7 likes. That's the same thing with sound things. The same thing with your music, people. Same thing with your music. Don't get twisted with the followers. Okay? Kate Beckinsale can have 632,000 likes on Instagram. It's Kate Beckinsale. Who are you? Who are you? You're not supposed to have 500,000 likes. Who are you? It's okay, though. Look at your impressions. I post anything I post. I try to explain this to people. Dude, like I said, dude got at me one time. You ain't got 21 followers on Spotify. Dude, I got over 300,000 listeners. Your listeners are people that go back to your music at least twice a week, every week. A follower, I can follow any of y'all that's listening to this Miss China right now. And I can forget I even followed you. 2 days from now, I forgot I even followed you. But guess what, though? In order to be a listener, you have to go back to your page at least twice a week, every week, for that month to be registered as a listener.
Folks don't recognize, and I thank you for educating them up in here, my brother. Woo! Yeah, baby, take this man's words of advice. Take my brother's words of advice. Do what he just told you to do up in here. Now listen, so that they can keep up with you on your social sites? Tell them where they can follow and keep up with you at.
Oh, man. Instagram at Deadman Rashaun, it's DeadmanRashaun. Deadman Rashaun. Okay. Facebook is the same thing, or you can go to Dwayne Williams, DUANE.Williams.5807, and you'll see me. Whenever it pops up, it'll have in parentheses Deadman Rashaun. So if you put in Dwayne Williams or Deadman Rashaun, it's gonna pop up. On Twitter, it's Crypt Keeper 2010. Remember Tales from the Crypt? That show, Tales from the Crypt. I got on Twitter in 2010, so that's why it's Crypt Keeper 2010. But if you look up Deadman Rashaun, it'll be in parentheses on there as well. Flickr, the same thing. IDMB, same thing at Deadman Rashaun. YouTube, same thing, Deadman Rashaun. Tumblr, Deadman Rashaun. Don't worry, ain't no porn on there. It's just music. Okay, so we all know what Tumblr is about, or it used to be about, but it's not now. But yeah. But I have a Snapchat account, but I haven't been on there a lot because it's kind of for kids. TikTok, same thing, Deadman Rashaun. I will be uploading a lot more content come next year for that. So be on the lookout for that. But I follow a lot of people on TikTok. I will have a lot more content next year coming because we'll be doing shows and things of that nature. I'll be doing a lot of acting. I've already got casting calls right now. So yeah, just trying to not trying to put it out in the air, but your boy may be in Black Panther 2. But we gonna cross our fingers.
We're not trying to put it in there. We're not trying to be. You better put it out there and claim it.
Okay. But yeah, we're crossing our fingers for that. I think I'll know about that before this month is out. Got a couple other things coming. Maybe a little method actor on Snap. May have a little episode where I'm a detective, trying to figure out who killed this lady on Snap. So shouts out to Snap, the Oxygen Channel, and a couple other things in the works, man. A couple other things in the works as far as that. But yeah, the new music is coming. Autumn Roses, the new album Autumn Roses will be out probably next February. If you love Heavy D, things like that, or A. Marie, things like albums like that, you're gonna love this album because it's gonna be a mixture of it's gonna be 12 songs. All 12 songs is going to be, the first song is going to be hip-hop with singing hooks. The second song is going to be straight R&B, and every song is going to be like that. I got someone on every song, and I did that as a tribute to these people. So you're going to be able to sing on your way to work and party on your way home from work, on your way to the club, vibing. Your kids going to be able to sing to it because there's no cussing because people know how I get down. I don't cuss a lot in my music. I can count on one hand how many cuss words I got in my whole catalog. That's just what it is. But I can get as grimy as anybody. I chill, holler at your boy. You dig?
But what we gonna do is make sure we bring you back up in there when all that pop off at your boy.
Anytime, Miss Johnny, anytime. If you want to talk about anything, holler at your boy. You want to talk about what's going on with Dr. Dre's wife, fine. You want to talk about what's going on with NFL, fine.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Oh, once again, ladies and gentlemen, up in here on the Real is Real, Deadman Rashaun. Okay, now, I would be remiss if I didn't ask this because, it's just there. And I got to find out why. And then, especially when you said the Crypt Keeper was one of your handles and stuff. What's with the dead man?
That actually came from a DJ. We had a contest. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to be in it, but one of my homeboys from New York, Randy, his rap name was Rand Potent. And I rode with him to Florida A&M. They had a rap contest down there where he got into it, and I ended up jumping into it because I kind of figured that that it wasn't going to be right. Not saying it was going to be fixing anything, but I'm a great freestylist. I grew up with Carrot One and Big Daddy Kane, Master Ace. I used to open up for Master Ace. Shouts out to Master Ace. So we always used to have those ciphers and stuff like that. So whenever they do the BET ciphers and stuff, I'd be salivating whenever that be coming on, because I'd be like, let's get it, you know. So, make a long story short, everybody that I got in the contest with, I murdered them. Went through 30 people in 2 hours. And the DJ, and at that time, my name was just Rashaun. They used to call me Rashaun. It was just Rashaun. And the DJ actually said, coming to the stage, and Rashaun, this brother been killing the game. He been killing people left and right. Y'all been seeing him. He been like Michael Myers out here. I'm telling y'all right now, the next person step up to him, you're a dead man. When he said that, something twitched in my head. And when I walked on the stage, I said, yeah, Deadman Rashaun up in here, let's get it. And when I did that, I'm telling you, my eyes went blood red, and there was a rap after that. And I always kept the name Deadman Rashaun. I love you not, so thanks, shout out. So shout out to that DJ down there in Florida A&M.
Well, thank you for sharing that story with us and everything that you have expressed up in here with us today, my brother. We appreciate you. Our following listeners will keep up with you and know what's going on, and we'll get you back up in here when that thing drop next year. Woo! All right, y'all, you know what time it is. We want to thank y'all for joining us up in here on the Real Experience. If you missed his information, you know what to do. You simply hit us up right here on your favorite radio show, right here on one of your favorite radio stations. www.JohnDoNetwork.com. Now, I've been your girl, China Doll, bringing you that and I'll be back with it. Same place, same time, next time on The Real. And that's real.
The real.